Hello everybody and welcome back to Poland Daily Travel. We're standing in the Nicholas Copernicus house and we're looking at something very important. What is this that we're looking at, Carolina?
Probably the two most important objects in this museum. These are the copies of the original book, of the original manuscript that Copernicus wrote with his hand, with the page where we can see the solar system with the sun inside, which was the breakthrough idea at that time. The original of that book has actually survived, which is really great, but it's in Krakow. Mm-hmm. It's in Krakow.
Okay.
And here we have the first printed edition of that book, which comes exactly, as you can see, from the year of his death, which was 1543. And it was
1543, right, Carolina?
Right.
Okay.
And it was printed in Nuremberg. So this is also very precious.
In Nuremberg?
Nuremberg, in Germany.
In Germany,
right now.
yes. Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you speak German as well?
Yeah, I do.
You speak Spanish, Polish, English, obviously, very well, better than I do, and German as well. Okay.
German as well, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And are you married?
No.
Okay. Good. So the original, these are not the originals. Where are the originals?
Exactly. So the original of the manuscript of the book of Copernicus, handwritten by him, is
right.
in Krakow. In Krakow.
Okay.
And the original of the first printed edition of this book from the year of his death, from Nuremberg, is exactly in the library of our university here in Torun.
Okay. Thanks. Let's go look at these paintings over here.
All right.
What can you say about Torun that hasn't been said before? Well, it all depends on how you look at it. At any rate, we're going to give it our best shot to be a little different. Torun is perhaps the prime example of Gothic architecture in the world. Its medieval quality is virtually pristine. And fitting this setting, it's also the birthplace of Nicholas Copernicus, who taught us that the Earth goes around the sun, and not the other way around. I'm not going to say that this is everything you always wanted to know about Torun, but were afraid to ask, but it's close to it. This is certainly a city not to be missed. It's a pleasure to be enjoyed slowly and deliberately. It would take a couple of weeks to see everything in this city and really soak in the atmosphere, and that would still be pushing it. But we are doing our dead level best to show you the greatest hits of Torun. So sit back and enjoy the next few episodes as Torun is unveiled before your eyes. I'm Will, this is Poland Daily Travel, and we love to see you watching. Like us on YouTube, and subscribe if you really, really like us. So join us for Poland Daily Travel does Torun.
Okay, welcome back. We're in Nicholas Copernicus's house here in Torun, and it's really a Gothic masterpiece, this house, and it still exists, 600 years. Here we are looking at some important paintings, but the first I wanted to ask you, the paintings of the death of Copernicus. Before we get to that, so there's a little bit of controversy. Is Copernicus German, really? Is he actually Polish? The Poles claim him. Sometimes the Germans try to claim him. If there were Prussians around, they would probably jump on the Copernicus train. Can you clear this mystery up for us?
Yeah, this is a quite controversial matter, but as I explain it, is if there were passports at that time, he simply would have a Polish passport because he was born on the Polish land, because this land was already since 1466 in Poland. Yes. Mm-hmm. So that is one thing.
Right.
Another thing is that probably at home they spoke German. Mm-hmm. But also German was the language of business at that time, the language of merchants, the Hanseatic language. So
the Hanseatic trade, yeah, that's
so exactly, yeah. And also another important thing is that the countries, the identity with the countries was not also so developed. Mm-hmm. So actually the people from Torun, Torunians, they mostly identify themselves as Torunians. So also in the books in Italy, when he was in his studies, he always gave his signature Nicholas Copernicus Torunian. Yes, not Polish,
so
not German.
I'm from
Torunian.
Torun, yeah.
So it was more like a citizen of Europe.
Right.
You could say that was more like liberal. Yes.
Yeah, so it's more like a Greek city-states or something, where I'm from Athens, I'm from Sparta, I'm from, the next place. I'm from Torun, and that was the most important thing. Or I'm from Danzig or Gdansk.
Exactly.
The name of Torun in German is, it sounds like thorn, or would be pronounced like thorn in English, but it's torn, right? Isn't it? Something like that?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And as the origin of the name, it's not so 100% sure, but the most probable origin of the name comes from a ford, a shallow place on the river.
Okay.
Because in the pre-Slavic language, it was the word Tor,
Right, okay.
on which the Teutonic Knights first crossed the Vistula River in 1231.
This was an important crossing point.
So that was a crossing point, a passage on the river that was taken by the Knights.
Which is why they put a
founders of the
castle
city.
here. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
So that's most probable origin of this name, Torun.
Oh, very good. Okay, the Nicholas Copernicus House. I'm here with Karolina Rucinska, and she is our expert on Torun, and our also, how many languages do you speak? 5, 10?
Come on, don't exaggerate.
20? Speaks a lot of
3 apart from
languages.
Polish.
Japanese, are you good at it? Chinese? Yeah.
I do Japanese tours, but
I'm still working on
translation.
English. I'm doing my best. Stay with us, folks. More exciting stuff from Poland Daily Travel in the beautiful city of Torun, or Torun.
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 Torun, and if you were German, you would say Torun.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
but we're going to
we're
say Torun. Torun. Is that even close? Yeah.
Yeah, we're doing well. We're
I'm
doing well.
okay.
We're doing
Okay.
well.
I'm doing okay. I'm always feeling very insecure in my Polish. Stay with us, folks. We'll be right back with another exciting installment. Thank you for watching.